Did you know that Father's Day exists because of one incredibly determined woman? Not because of a president, not because of Congress, and not because fathers themselves demanded a holiday. In fact, Father's Day almost never became a national holiday at all. One woman spent more than 6 decades fighting for it. 60 years. Longer than many careers. Longer than many marriages. Longer than the time between World War I and the moon landing. Her name was Sonora Smart Dodd, and her story reveals a powerful chapter of American history that many people have never discovered. This is the story of the woman who refused to let America forget its fathers. A daughter's simple question. Let's travel back to Spokane, Washington, in 1909. America was a very different country. Cars were still rare. Airplanes were brand new. Most Americans had never seen a television because they didn't exist yet. One Sunday morning, a young woman named Sonora Smart Dodd sat in church listening to a sermon about Mother's Day. Mother's Day itself was a new idea at the time. As she listened, she began thinking about her own family. Her mother had died years earlier while giving birth to her 6th child. That left Sonora's father, William Jackson Smart, alone with 6 children to raise. And he did it by himself. No easy task today. Nearly unimaginable in the late 1800s. William was a Civil War veteran, a farmer, and according to Sonora, a devoted father who sacrificed everything for his children. As the church praised mothers that morning, a question suddenly entered her mind. If mothers deserve a day of recognition, why don't fathers? A simple question, one that would change American culture forever. The first Father's Day. Most people would have had the thought and moved on. Sonora wasn't most people. She began talking to local churches, community leaders, and the Spokane Ministerial Alliance. She proposed a special day dedicated to fathers. Originally, she wanted it held on June 5th, her father's birthday. Organizers needed more time to prepare, so they chose the 3rd Sunday in June instead. And on June 19th, 1910, Spokane celebrated what is widely recognized as the first official Father's Day. Churches honored fathers, sermons were delivered, families gathered together. The idea seemed destined to spread across America. But that's not what happened. Instead, Father's Day ran into a wall. America wasn't interested. This may sound surprising today, but many Americans didn't like the idea of Father's Day. Some men thought it was unnecessary. Others felt honoring fathers with a special holiday seemed too sentimental. Many believed it was just another excuse for businesses to sell products. Mother's Day had quickly gained popularity. Father's Day did not. As one historian later described it, Mother's Day took off like a rocket. Father's Day took off like a rock. The movement stalled. Interest faded. And for a while, it looked like Sonora's idea might disappear completely. For most people, that would have been the end of the story. For Sonora, it was only the beginning. The campaign that lasted decades. Imagine spending years promoting an idea. Then imagine spending decades doing it. That was Sonora Smart Dodd's life. She continued writing, speaking, organizing events, and encouraging communities to celebrate fathers. The years rolled by. The First World War came and went. The Roaring Twenties arrived. The Great Depression followed. Then World War II. Through all of it, Sonora kept pushing. Think about that for a moment. Entire generations grew up during her campaign. Children became parents. Parents became grandparents. And she was still working to make Father's Day official. Many people today give up after a few months if something doesn't succeed. Sonora kept going for more than half a century. That's a level of persistence few people ever achieve. Presidents begin to notice. Eventually, her idea started gaining traction. In 1916, President Woodrow Wilson praised Father's Day celebrations. But praise wasn't enough. The holiday still lacked official recognition. Decades later, more support arrived. In 1966, President Lyndon Johnson issued a proclamation recognizing the third Sunday in June as Father's Day. For Sonora, it was progress, but it still wasn't permanent law. The finish line remained out of reach. She had already spent over 50 years fighting. Most people would have been exhausted, yet the campaign continued. Victory at last. Then came 1972. America had changed dramatically. The country had survived 2 world wars. Men had walked on the moon. Television had transformed daily life. And finally, after more than 60 years of effort, Father's Day became a permanent national observance. President Richard Nixon signed it into law. Think about the timeline. The first Father's Day was celebrated in 1910. Official national recognition came in 1972. That's 62 years. And Sonora Smart Dodd was still alive to see it happen. After spending most of her life fighting for a cause, she finally witnessed victory with her own eyes. Few people are lucky enough to see a lifelong dream come true. Why this story matters today. Every June, millions of Americans celebrate Father's Day. Families gather for cookouts, children give cards and gifts, phone calls are made, memories are shared. And yet most people have never heard of the woman who made it possible. That's what makes this story so uniquely American. One ordinary citizen had an idea. No political office, no enormous wealth, no powerful position. Just determination. She saw something she believed was missing from American life and spent decades trying to fix it. Whether you're watching from the United States or somewhere else in the world, that's a story anyone can appreciate, because it isn't really about Father's Day. It's about gratitude, and it's about how one person's idea can eventually become a national tradition. So the next time Father's Day comes around, remember this. The holiday wasn't created by a president. It was created by a daughter who loved her father. A daughter who spent more than 60 years making sure America remembered its dads. And that's one of those small things about America that many people never notice until they know the story behind it. If you enjoyed learning this little-known piece of American history, be sure to subscribe to My America for more fascinating stories hiding in plain sight across the United States. Thanks for watching, and Happy Father's Day.